Dr. Pecunia Bottomsworth discovered that every accidental coup press triggered a quantum cascade. Professor Gideon punctuation confirmed the coup key gap was exactly 1.3 millimeters in thickness. The Great Unspacing Consortium's representative wore a suit with 47 different button configurations. Bottomsworth's quantum field detector registered 237 spontaneous entanglements in 1 hour. User complaints increased by 89% after the new keyboard redesign. Professor Punctuation's research notes contain 3,247 pages of mathematical proofs. The keyboard's QW gap had been artificially maintained since 1987. Bottomsworth realized the quantum field would collapse in exactly 32 minutes. Dr. Bottomsworth discovers the Consortium's secret meeting in a warehouse filled with 47 different keyboard prototypes. Professor Gideon Punctuation reveals his theory that quantum mechanics is merely a cover for poor engineering design. The Great Unspacing Consortium's leader, a man in a tie shaped like a perfect rectangle, announces their intention to eliminate the QW gap. Dr. Bottomsworth realizes the Consortium plans to install their keyboards in all major tech companies. Professor Gideon Punctuation suggests that Q-key spacing is actually a plot device from a science fiction novel. The Consortium reveals they have already installed 127 prototype keyboards in government buildings. Dr. Bottomsworth discovers a hidden chamber beneath the Consortium's headquarters filled with 347 different keyboard designs. Professor Gideon Punctuation proposes a solution involving a quantum computer that can predict keyboard spacing. Professor Gideon Punctuation examines his collection of vintage keyboard layouts with trembling hands. Dr. Bottomsworth discovers the Consortium's hidden agenda in a classified document. Professor Punctuation reveals that the QW gap was deliberately engineered in 1992. Dr. Bottomsworth realizes the Consortium wants to eliminate all keyboard spacing variations. Professor Punctuation demonstrates how the 1.3 mm gap affects quantum coherence. Dr. Bottomsworth finds evidence of the Consortium's previous keyboard modifications. Professor Punctuation explains the Consortium's goal to create a perfect keyboard layout. Dr. Bottomsworth decides to sabotage the Consortium's keyboard prototypes. Dr. Bottomsworth noticed Professor Punctuation's handwriting matched the Consortium's blueprints exactly. Professor Punctuation's coffee cup bore the Consortium's logo, despite his protestations. The quantum interference readings showed Punctuation had been calculating key spacing for months. Punctuation's research notes revealed he'd been feeding the Consortium's data to Dr. Bottomsworth's own research team. The Great Unspacing Consortium's secret meeting transcripts showed Punctuation had been their double agent. Punctuation's old keyboard had been modified to remove all quantum interference properties. The quantum field readings dropped to 0 when Punctuation's hand touched the Q key. Bottomsworth realized Punctuation had been secretly working to eliminate the Q gap for years. Dr. Bottomsworth watched in horror as the Great Unspacing Consortium initiated their quantum destabilization protocol. Professor Gideon Punctuation calmly explained that his research had been misinterpreted by the Consortium. The Consortium's technician pressed the redesigned keyboard keys with surgical precision, causing immediate system failures. Dr. Bottomsworth discovered that the QW gap had been reduced to exactly 0.3 millimeters. The laptop screen flickered and displayed a message about quantum entanglement. Professor Punctuation revealed he had been secretly working with the Consortium to eliminate quantum interference. The Consortium's automated keyboard manufacturing robots began producing standard key layouts. Dr. Bottomsworth realized that removing the QW gap would cause computers to collapse into quantum black holes. Dr. Bottomsworth realized he must physically manipulate quantum fields using only a paperclip and his own finger. Professor Punctuation betrayed his own research by secretly documenting the exact spacing measurements in a 1987 typewriter manual. The Great Unspacing Consortium's leader wore a tie made entirely of quantum entanglement diagrams to meetings. Dr. Bottomsworth's fingers began to glow with a faint blue light as he'd adjusted the QW gap spacing. The quantum field re-established itself when Dr. Bottomsworth successfully pressed the Q key 3 times in a row without causing any device entanglement. Professor Punctuation's final research notes were written entirely in invisible ink that only appeared under quantum light. The Consortium's headquarters was built on a foundation of quantum interference chambers designed to prevent keyboard accidents. Dr. Bottomsworth's restored keyboard spacing pattern was confirmed when a smartphone suddenly began playing classical music.